morning, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. I am sure more people will join us, but we can start now. My name is Marta Fernández de Alarcón, Secretary General of the Spanish Business Council. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's webinar on real estate and tech investment trends in the UAE. We are joined by one of our esteemed chamber members, David Moya, a distinguished expert in the field. David will provide an overview of the dynamic real estate investment landscape in the UAE and also discuss the latest trends shaping the market. This topic is particularly relevant and timely given the current developments in the UAE's real estate sector. I'm excited to introduce David Moya, whose blend of technical expertise, entrepreneurial vision, and dedication makes him a standout leader in this sector. Let's get started with today's discussion. After the webinar, we will explore a Q&A with the speaker. Thank you so much, David. Let's start.
Thank you very much, Marta. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, perfect.
Thank you. Thanks for confirming. Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope everybody is okay at your side. I'm really super glad to be in this webinar today. Thank you so much for the Spanish Business Council for giving me this opportunity to talk about my two passions, real estate and technology. So as Marta was announcing, the topic is real estate and technology investment trends in the UAE. And I'm going to start just talking a little bit about myself. David Moya, I'm the founder of David Moya Real Estate company headquartered in the UAE. I'm also the founder of Ikra Technologies, technology company based in Silicon Oasis, and also Confil, a startup which is dedicated to e-mental health. By profession, I'm a systems engineer, and my true passion since I was a kid, it was software development. I learned software development when I was, can remember, 10 or 12 years old. I remember my parents, they used to take me to after classes to coding courses in a very specific schools in Barcelona. So I learned how the machines work. So this is one of my passions. The other is real estate, because we have family business in Spain. Started like casas in Barcelona. Obviously, I'm from Barcelona. And then I created the brand Properties in Barcelona and Properties in Spain, which was one of the reasons why I relocated to the UAE. My main goal at that time was to promote a real estate company and try to find investors in the UAE who might be interested in investing in Spain. Guess what? I ended up doing the opposite. So right now I'm investing, I think it's 80% of my time promoting the UAE and the other 20 in promoting Spain and Andorra. I'm right now based in located cities in Andorra. That's why you see a bit more cover. So here the temperature is 9 degrees, beautiful weather at the moment. But I'm just doing some real estate activities and looking forward to go back to Dubai to continue attending my customers over there. So when it comes to the artificial intelligence scope, a part of my professional career, I've been working in international companies like Kofax Incorporation, American company, Computer Associates, who is now named Broadcom. It was acquired by Broadcom, and also ABI. It's a leader in intelligent document processing and process mining. That was the last 20 years. I was trying to balance my work in the technology field with the real estate, with the family business. And I remember the first time that I visited Dubai was back in 2009. I was sent to the middle of the desert to analyze a technical problem. And I remember at that time, I was saying I could never live here. It's funny how the life is, but after several years, I mean, after COVID, I remember when I came for an exhibition, call it International Property Show, really something happened in my brain. I really fall in love with the energy that I felt in Dubai and what the locals have, the locals and all the expats, all the community, the UAE community has built in the last 50 years. That's why at that moment in time, I decided that in the future, the next years, God willing, I would make Dubai, the UAE, my home, to be part of the incredible growth that the country is experiencing. So yeah, and my second residence is in Andorra, where I'm sitting right now. So the agenda will be, suggested agenda is UAE real estate investment landscape, some key investments added in the UAE, the comparisons between major regions, the role of the artificial intelligence in enhancing investment decisions, and a session for Q&A. I want to just give a short notice. This is just, I mean, if we need to start talking about the UAE market, real estate market, we could be one full day. I'm just giving my opinion based on the experience that I have. But of course, any other real estate agents may suggest you to focus in other areas, District 1, Maidan, or I mean, just name it. But based on, I'm going to just share my experience for the last 4 years, I would say. So if we need to start with an overview of the UAE market, for those who might not know, the UAE consistent growth trajectory, the pro-business environment, and the role of the government initiatives, the long-term visas, the free zones, has attracted foreign investors from all over the world. The things when you make it easy for the investors to operate, to come over, you really have a secure environment to ensure that you're going to be receiving a lot of foreign and investment and money. And this is my case. When I remember I started my company, my first company in the UAE was an IT. I did it from Barcelona just with a few clicks. So that's one of the main points, the UAE economic growth. The second will be the real estate as a pillar of growth. And the sector is a strategic pillar in driving the UAE economy, contributing to residential and commercial spaces. Everybody knows about the beautiful commercial spaces that we have, like Dubai Mall and many others. A special note to the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan. You can find easily the content of this plan in detail on the internet. Just Google it, Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan. One of the goals is for the population to increase, almost double, from 3.3 to 5.8 million by 2040. With that, we can see the amount of new people, the population that is going to be living in this country, and that's why the rapid growth of this, the level of construction that we are having. Then when it comes to current investment trends, luxury real estate, I mean, Dubai has been well known for the luxury real estate. There's a booming demand for luxury properties in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, driven by ultra high net worth individuals. And I have to say that this level has even increased. Again, I'm going to talk from my experience. When in the last 2 years, when we have a massive reception of new investors from Ukraine and Russia, we found out that the level of luxury that some individuals were looking for could not be achieved. It's incredible, but this is a reality, yeah? And we have several cases. That's the reason why in Dubai or in the UAE, the level of luxury, which was already well known, it's starting to even increase even more to cope with the maximum expectations for certain individuals that are looking for simply the best. As we know, one of the goals also that the rulers are having is to make Dubai the best city to live in the world, and I have no doubt this will be achieved. When it comes to sustainable and eco-friendly projects, recently there was an announcement on Jebel Ali about a new beach, ecological beach. I can't remember how many kilometers, but it's again another sign that is pointing us to this area. We'll talk later about that, but to this south area of Dubai being developed in a very consistent and strong way. So I'm mentioning in the slide the smart city developments, and also the project like Al Jorfin in Cannes. I don't know if everybody's familiar with this project. When I discovered this project, and it's not new, but I discovered it recently, I was really amazed by the location, the protection of the environment. I remember I was on site, taking some videos, talking to the developer. I could see the gazelles, las gacelas, running around. And it's really an amazing slot where I would definitely invest because I can see the potential in the future. As a third point is the growing investor confidence and data. Well, I love that. We, the ones, people from the IT and technology or artificial intelligence world, we love data because it's the fuel that enables the technology. So data-backed insights into the growth of investor confidence. Even if you search in the portals, you can see the history of the property, right? It was sold at that time. It was purchased. It was sold at this amount, then at this other amount. I don't know any other country where we have this amount of transparency and clarity. And this is two main points which are, of course, making the difference for me or for any kind of investor. From my experience in Spain, I've been also living in London and for almost 3 years. I'm not aware about this opening of data and information to the public in that way. So especially post-COVID, driven by government reforms and the Expo 2020 impact, increasing rental yields, all those are drivers that are helping or are attracting investors more and more. I'm talking every day with investors in Spain, in Andorra, in other countries that are really being attracted by what is happening in the UAE, and there is no doubt that the trend is going to continue like that. When it comes to key investment areas in the UAE, I just split on three sections. It could be more, but I selected Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Ras al Khaimah. Dubai is mandatory. Is the icon, is the reference, is the first destination, I would say, for those who might not know the country. The prime real estate in Dubai, the luxury investment opportunities, downtown Dubai, Dubai Marina, and Palm Jumeirah remain iconic areas. There are others that are, of course, catching up, and Dubai Creek with MR and others. But as for now, I selected those three. I still believe that they're a secure place to invest your money, your savings. Then we have growth areas, emerging areas like Dubai South, which is close to Expo City and the new Al Maktoum International Airport, that I should mention due to the affordability and future potential. I'm just going to give one example. In Dubai South, we can get townhouse, a 2-bed townhouse for 1.3 million, 1.2, 1.3. And I found this really affordable for being Dubai. And Dubai is like Abu Dhabi because almost Abu Dhabi, but it's I'm sure that I have full faith in this area in Dubai South because other reasons I will be explaining later. Abu Dhabi, of course, is because of the cultural and economic hub. It's appealing as a silent, at least I see Abu Dhabi is more silent, slower pace, but a high-end alternative to Dubai, with investment opportunities in Saadiyat Island, Al Reem Island, and Al Maria Island. And also key developers. Abu Dhabi is becoming a center for new development, especially in suburban residential areas. This Al Jurf development that I was mentioning before, and others are really impressive projects that are worth to visit and to consider. Then we have Ras al Khaimah, with a high ROI potential, leveraging on Ras al Khaimah free zone, the natural beauty, and low living costs, presenting an excellent investment opportunity for high returns at lower entry costs. When it comes to tourism growth, Ras al Khaimah is focusing on ecotourism and increasing real estate appeal, with projects like Marjan Island attracting significant attention. And I'm going to do a pause here because in Ras al Khaimah, I didn't mention here the Wind Casino, for instance, which is a star that it's been built in Marjan Island. I don't know if they are on 10th floor or already in 12th. Last time when I was in Al Marjan, they're already quite advanced. So the construction of this first casino in the UAE has attracted a massive amounts of first line operators, hotels, even Ushuaia, a very famous auto club from Ibiza, has announced to their presence there. So if someone still has not visited Ras al Khaimah, I suggest you to do it. There are already several very nice hotels in Al Marjan Island, and I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Still, there is a lot of things going on in the Emirate, and a lot of things to be developed, but it's important to have this in mind when your radar when thinking about investment in the real estate in the UAE. Then I'm going to do a little bit of comparison between Ras al Khaimah, Dubai and Abu Dhabi. When it comes to Ras al Khaimah, the strengths, lower property prices when compared to Dubai or other Emirates, and proximity to nature and growing tourism. The opportunities gives you potentially high rental yields and ideal for investors looking for affordable luxury. I have to say, in the last 2 years, the prices have really doubled, triple already. But still, we see a potential in investing now off plan, for instance, in certain projects. What challenges is the limited infrastructure compared to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and the longer commute to major economic hubs. But let me give another strength. There is an airport there, and there's a constant. There are some lines I would like to mention. Russian population, Russian tourism is going directly to Ras al Khaimah, for those who might not be aware. So yes, it's a limiting factor, but it's developing. And Dubai, when it comes to Dubai South, strengths, strategic location too, Expo City and the Neo Airport, and the world-class infrastructure with a growing demand for sure. And the opportunities that I see for investors are excellent for medium-term investments. I would say even short-term, because growing super fast and offering potential for residential commercial projects. Challenges still in development, and returns could be longer term is a possibility. And last but not least, in Abu Dhabi, strengths, rapid development, family-friendly communities, and cultural significance. And the opportunities that they see is a high-end developments in Sadighat and Islands, offering long-term appreciation. It's perhaps middle. Challenges is less dynamic than Dubai regarding lifestyle, appealing for younger professionals. But depending on the target that you want to focus, right? I saw one notification, someone written in the chat. I cannot read now, but of course, for any questions, we will have a dedicated section after the slides. Feel free to throw your questions. We'll try to answer, and if we don't know the question, we'll find out. No problem. So, how artificial intelligence can improve investment decisions? Again, I would like to rely on the fact of data. Dubai has this open data. Dubai Land Department has the open data division project. I don't know how to call it, but definitely it's a very specific and technical division that allows any software developer to access the data of transactions of the last X years. So we can have real data about the transaction of the properties without compromising data, personal data, of course. So when it comes to, I just divided in 3 sections the role of artificial intelligence in real estate. One would be market prediction, Artificial intelligence can analyze large data sets to predict market trends, giving investors a competitive edge in decision making. I like to mention that artificial intelligence and data, we rely on statistics, right? Mathematics. So we can predict things, but it's not a crystal ball. Okay, so it's always there are probabilities, and of course, if God may forbid, but if something happens in the world, this kind of statistics, this kind of data could vary. There's a warning and a notice for all the audience, right? So, but of course, it can help. The data helps for sure. Risk management. AI-driven tools assess property risk more accurately by analyzing historical data, as I was mentioning before in the portals. This is something that you can see easily in the real estate portals. Local infrastructure and market behavior. And the last but not least, personalization is the artificial intelligence powered platforms can recommend investment properties based on investor profiles, references, and financial goals. More and more, we can see the presence of prop tech companies in the UAE. Even Dubai Land Department has a new initiative to onboard or to welcome new prop tech companies around the world that might have interesting or projects that could generate benefit for the UAE. Again, it's within the strategy to position the UAE / Dubai as the first country in the world, not only for to be the safest and the best place to live, but also the most technology advanced. Then the second session will be because of data analytics and artificial intelligence integration. Example of AI-driven platforms that I use or recommend to streamline investment decisions, enhance property valuations, and predict market shifts. One would be AirDNA. AirDNA, for those who doesn't know, it's a platform that you can enter one property, one location. Basically, it gives you a prediction of which will be the income that you will be generating when you position this property to run as a holiday home, as we call it alquiler vacacional in Spain, but in UAE it's a holiday home. So it's good if you're going to invest. Just a tip and your intention is to run it as a holiday home in the short term. Just take a look at this platform because it can give you some insights about the income that you will generate. Don't follow too much advices from persons that might say, yes, you're going to get 100,000 per month. Rely on the data. That's my advice. And the second platform, it's DXB Interact, which is basically a platform that can give you information about the market trends, transactions in Dubai and the different areas or neighborhood. Two platforms to be considered, and of course there are more out there. But yeah, those are the two examples. And some of the examples you may do or you may have is to use the AI tools to compare historical market data, predict rental yields, as I just said, and even automate property management tasks. Examples of that is lease renewal, tenant management. Again, we are, for those who we are in the technology space, in the AI, this is not rocket science, so it's something that is in production. It can be done and without too much headaches. And I'm talking about the lease renewals and then tenant management. So let me go. And this is we're reaching the end of my presentation, of my slides, and the conclusion and the QA. The takeaways that I would suggest would be the UAE's real estate market continues to offer significant opportunities for local and international investors. Ras al Khaimah, Dubai South, and Abu Dhabi all present unique advantages depending on investment goals and how artificial intelligence is revolutioning how investors make informed decisions, improving accuracy and profitability. those would be my takeaways. Of course, again, there's more data, more experiences, more areas in the UAE that I'm sure are worth to be mentioned. However, I just decided to take those for this session today. And without any further delay, I think I'm going to hand it over to Marta, so we can perhaps go through the questions and try to answer, make it a bit more interesting.
You have the first question is, but still Dubai South is very far from Dubai downtown. Are there plans to grow an external city in Dubai South area?
Thank you very much. That's a very good point, Martin. Whoever has asked this question, not a city, but I will pay attention in the Palm Jebel Ali developments. As we know, it's doubling the size of Jumeirah. And I would like to mention something. When you do, there's a real estate course that you have to take in Dubai in order to have the license for the brokerage. And I'm saying that because in this course, there's in the training, they explain us to the real estate brokers the history of Dubai and how the trends. If you look into the north, you know, there's Dubai and there's Sharjah and there's Ajman. There's no space to develop in the north, right? But however, if we look into the south, there is still a gap between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And it's a clear, in this course, the professor, he was telling us the natural trend is for the two Emirates to try to develop towards each other. So the answer is no. There is no city being. I mean, there's the last announcements were apart from the reactivation of the Palm Jebel Ali and this natural beach and environment, and with the coral reef and you know, Emar, for instance, one of the most important developers, they have launched Emar South. So Aldar also. So it's, I mean, all the major developers are now focusing in Dubai South. So for me, it's a no-brainer that definitely we're going to see much more activity. It is 40 minutes far, 35, 40 minutes from downtown. But it's but it will be very close to the airport, and we don't know what is going to happen in the south. But definitely, I can expect more announcements in the close future.
Okay, another one is, what are the risks of overdevelopment of or market saturation in Dubai South and Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, the risks. Yeah, that's another very good question. You know, there are many rumors about real estate bubbles. And I think we should consider also, when we talk about the real estate bubbles or oversaturation, we should consider the number of immigration and population that is coming to the country, which is super high for the UAE. And secondary, the economic growth, how is the status of the economy? If I was watching the video of someone saying something very similar, if those two indicators are aligned with the development, I don't see too much risk, to be honest. If there is no economic development and the immigration is slowing down, then of course it will be. But I think with those two factors in favor, you know, immigration coming and this goal to double the population, the economy, which is super strong. And sorry to say that, but the world is not how to say, it's not in a very good shape at the moment. If we look into Americas, Asia, and Europe, we can see, you know, it's like the others are making it easy for the UAE to be in this position because UAE is just performing super well, and the others are having problems, just conflicts, discussions. So they are not focused, and the UAE is focused. So I don't really see big risks. From my point of view, of course, an investment always comprises risks, and if you don't want to have any risk, you can just keep the money under your bed. But of course, this is something that I would never recommend. You have to put your money to work. And I just, from my experience in the real estate, what I've seen in the last years here in the UAE, it's incredible the amount, you know, the returns that the investors are having. I'm not going to give examples because I don't want to speculating in returns of investments and so far and so forth. But it's really impressive, I would say.
Another question is, would you recommend to buy in Dubai South for first house, holidays house, or investment?
Thank you, Marta. Myself, I just relocated. I just moved to Dubai South. So I don't mind. I have my office in Business Bay. It's true. It's a long time. Well, when I used to live in Barcelona, from Sitges, from my town to Barcelona, it was a 40 minutes drive as well. So I don't see it that long, especially from when I lived in London. Also, it was from 1 to 2 hours commuting. It was crazy. That's why for foreigners, it's not that long commute time still. So back to the Dubai South, I would strongly recommend to invest now in off-plan or even in secondary market, because you could rent it out super fast and quick. A lot of many people is moving to Dubai South. Right now is surprisingly still cheap. If you just do a quick search in Bayuto in Dubizel and you look for townhouses, you will see that the cheapest ones are in close to Dubai South. So it's definitely a place I would strongly suggest to invest. I'm gonna do it myself. That's why I would suggest it for my customers.
Okay, another question: are Buyout and Property Finder apps reliable?
Good question. I heard some rumors about fake data. I'm not going to mention from which application, but I cannot. What I cannot say. Of course, what we can say, what we know for sure, is that Dubai Land Department and RERA, which is the Real Estate Regulation Authority, they are very strict. I cannot post. I cannot publish any property if I don't have certain validations, authorization from the owner, a license permit. So in the last years, Dubai and RERA has done an excellent and amazing job, I have to say, in killing fake advertising. So maybe in the past that was true, that was more true, but honestly speaking, nowadays, I really don't think this is true anymore, because of the security controls, and I'm technologically speaking, that you need to do in order to publish your property. It may happen that the real estate broker has published something, then he has rented it, and he or she doesn't remove the ad for some time. This may happen, but a property that is published for sale that is no longer available, that's a big no, because when you transact the operation, when both parties sign the document, the deed, then automatically the real estate and the Dubai Land Department cancels this permission, and automatically the portals get notified, so they should cancel this listing. So yes, I agree that I heard that, and I think it was more from the past.
Okay, can I get the David Moya contact? I am Spanish, looking for investment in Dubai South, please. And
Absolutely.
also they are asking, sorry to interrupt, they are saying another question, it is, hello David, this session is very informative. Will you share the slides? Also kindly share your contact details. Thanks.
Thank you, Marta, and thank you everyone. Definitely my contact details, super easy. I'll just pass it to the next slide with a thank you. You can see my email is very easy, david@davidmoya.org. I'm a member of the council, so if you can find me on my website, davidmoya.org. Mobile phone is on the screen, and yeah, I will be happy to help and support anyone willing to invest in this lovely country. Yeah, and I think we will be sharing. I think the Spanish Business Council will be sharing the slides, right, Marta?
Yes. When someone is interested, normally writes an email to us, and we'll send to the interested people. Another question, which are our market expectations for Dubai for the years to come? Is there room to price increases after prices having surged post-pandemic?
Yeah, that's a super good question, and I think many people in Dubai in the UAE is thinking about the same. Even locals, when I talk to the locals, they know wait, because the price are gonna decrease. The reality is that nobody has a crystal ball, so it is true the prices have increased considerably since, especially post pandemic, and since the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia. But still, if another piece of information that we receive during when you get the real estate license is that if we compare Dubai with other cities in the world like London, Paris, Singapore, New York, the price per square feet, per square meter, we think on square feet here, we use square feet, but we think on the square meter outside, at least in Spain, the price is still low compared with those cities. And yes, we can compare with those cities because Dubai, the level of services that we have in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, in the UAE, it's super high. If you live in the UAE, you know that this country works 24/7, have service super fast. So there's still room to improve, to growth. That's my personal opinion. I will invest now, and I will not wait for something else to happen, because there are several indicators. Again, if you look around the world, America is not very stable. South America, I'm not going to even mention, but and also Asia and China and Taiwan. I mean, there's no doubt that things are not running very well. Many issues around the world. So Dubai and the UAE has been always a shelter, refuge, shelter for economies, for high network individuals, and for families, simply families that want to have peace in their life. One of the reasons, one of the mottos that I promote nowadays in my real estate company is that I help my customers investing in the safest place in the world. I want to live in a safe country. I don't want to live in the middle of the problem. That's why the UAE has this very strong potential, and that's why I still see growth I still see a space for growth of the value of the costs of the properties, because still square meter price, it's lower than other big cities in the world. So that's my opinion.
Okay, another question is, what about Dubai Investment Park?
Well, it's not one of my areas of specialty, I have to say, Dubai Investment Park. But yeah, definitely, I'm sure that it has interesting aspects to have, but I cannot comment too much on that one, to be very honest. It's close to it's south as well, so it's definitely another area that is interesting. Everything that is close to Jebel Ali, as we may know, Jebel Ali port is one of the most important ports in the Middle East, so it's definitely important sector and important location to have in consideration.
Another one is, how easy is to resell a property in Dubai, especially Dubai South?
How easy is to sell a property in Dubai
To
South?
resell.
To resell. If you're looking to do something fast, I would not say to do it now, because if you buy now, at least you have to wait some time, let's say a couple of years. You can rent it out and then resell it. It will all depend on how the real estate market in this area will continue developing in the future. I'm very optimistic. Let's see what will happen. But reselling will be accordingly to the real estate market. If you ask for if you want to maximize, or you ask for too much to get a very high return, maybe it will not be that easy. At the end, we sell the properties that we put on the market price. So we cannot do miracles. We simply need to follow the market trend and just wait for the market to grow the value of the properties.
Another question is very interesting. News areas are need to know as the cities needs to expand. Are you also managing golden visas for real estate investments?
we have, I mean, developers, the developers that we work with, they even manage the the golden visa. So the answer will be yes. We are not a company. I mean, there are other companies and partners in the Spanish Business Council that they are specifically focused in this golden visa process. But of course, this yes, this is a part of the process when you acquire when you purchase a property, and we can guide you to the developer if they do it, or to a specific company that does this specific process.
Okay, another one is, do you know if future schools and further development is being planned around Dubai South?
Say it again.
Do you know if future schools and further
Schools.
development,
Yeah.
schools and further development is being planned around Dubai South?
No, definitely it will be. And there are already schools, I have to say. So it's not like it's a desert. There is still, I mean, there is already malls and schools and shopping centers. So it's not something like we are completely disconnected. So, but of course, more will come, as you know. It will be aligned with the growth of the population relocating there. So definitely it will be. I cannot say a specific announcement, but if you shoot me an email, I can find for you. I can suggest you, or at least inform you the schools that they are around, and some key pointers to be considered.
Okay, I think there's no more.
That's great. That was great. Many questions. I loved it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's boring. Yeah.
Thank you so much, David. It was amazing. Lots of information, very clear.
Thank you.
And let's say I invite to all the people that who is interested in clarifying something, or amplify this information, or receive the presentation, the slides, to write to us an email, and we can resend the presentation, okay? And your contact. So
Fantastic.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Marta. Thank you.
Have a lovely day ahead.